What up, Mike D? Checking in here. Feels like it's been a minute, man, but I'm back with it, man. All right, so two MCs I'm going to match up today: J. Cole and Lupe Fiasco. Now, at first, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this because this was requested of me, right? And then I'm looking at the criteria and all of those things. I'm like, man, this is closer than one may think. But for the people who've never, been a part of this process with me, what we do is we actually debate by criteria, right? Like online, you got a bunch of people to say this person's better than that person, yada yada, or this person's greater. But most people are going off of individual criteria that they have, right? Some people go on lyrics, some people go on catalogs or whatever. But we were thinking that, you know what, the best way to actually get an answer or a legitimate answer is to be able to come with some sort of criteria. And the criteria here is going to be 10 different elements, right? We got lyrical ability, flow and cadence, voice and delivery. Now, flow and cadence is different than voice and delivery. Let's think Tupac. Well, let's say voice and delivery. Think Tupac, Dear Mama, and Business as a Rider, right? The ability to utilize your voice through a song and lyrics to make the lyrics come through and really, grab you. You know what I mean? So we got lyrical ability, flow and cadence, voice and delivery, songwriting, um, catalog. I was about to say criteria, catalog, lyrical content, impact, live performance, commercial success, and longevity. And if we're locked up at five, since these are all even numbers, the total is an even number. We're locked up at five. Then the 11th category is going to be intangibles, and then we'll just call it from there. Now, let me just get right to it. Hold on one second, guys. All right, let me get right to it. Lyrical ability, that goes to Lupe Fiasco for me. Both incredible lyricists, but Lupe Fiasco, in my perspective, in my opinion, is a top 1% lyricist. There's not many people on earth that I think have more lyrical ability than Lupe Fiasco. He's definitely elite in that category. And for me, lyrical ability definitely belongs to him. Now, flow and cadence, even though flow and cadence is more of a technical side of things, I'm gonna go with Lupe Fiasco on that as well. Lupe Fiasco can, stop on a dime, what I'm saying? He can switch up flows. He's done it time after time. Even if you look at what he was able to do on Hip Hop Saved My Life. And I mean, he does it effortless. And that's early in his career. At this point, his flow and cadence and the way that he's able to present his rhymes and even look, I mean, I'm gonna mention Mural a couple times on this, I'm sure. I mean, look at a song like that and what he was able to do and stop on a dime and switch up flows and add all these different couplets and yeah, and just being a lyrical tactician in that sense. I'm gonna go with Lupe Fiasco and flow and cadence. And again, J. Cole has a dope flow and cadence as well. I mean, we've seen that even on what he was able to do on Benny the Butcher's joint. Um, Voice and delivery. That one's gonna go to Cole for me. I got Cole with voice and delivery. I think the way that Cole's able to present his lyrics and he has a very, very dope rap voice and delivery as well. I think that's why a lot of people put him over, the other members of the big three because I do think he has a better voice and delivery than Drake and Kendrick, to be perfectly honest with you. Johnny P's caddy, when he gets on records like that, like his voice and delivery shine. And he's able to do that over multiple levels of production, depending on no matter who the producer is for the most part. So yeah, voice and delivery, I'm giving that one to J. Cole. Songwriting. I think that's going to go J. Cole as well. J. Cole's able to construct his songs in a way where they're palatable, but yet they're very, I won't say intricate, but they're not on surface level per se. What he did on Wet Dreams is great songwriting, and not only for the fact that he had the concept to do that and the story that he was able to tell, incredible storyteller as well. But the fact that it was palatable for all audiences, and he does that a lot in his music and his songwriting. So songwriting, I'm gonna go J. Cole. Catalog, I'm gonna go Lupe Fiasco for catalog. And that's tough, man. My reason for that, and this one could go either way, right? The reason for that is the fact that I do think that Lupe Fiasco has Food and Liquor in the Cool, and he has those moments album wise where he was able to live up to what we know he can do lyrically, right? I think that for J. Cole, he has Forest Hill Drive 2014, which I think is his best complete work. But he still has fans, and maybe not his fans, but fans in general, wanting to see an album from beginning to end that matches his skill set and his discography. And we keep hearing the production conversation and things like that, and him doing all the beats or whatever. So for that, I would give the I would give the discography, the catalog to Lupe Fiasco over J. Cole's because I think that he has just he's done that time after time and he's still doing that at a high level. Lyrical content. Lu- Lyrical content, I'm going Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco goes above and beyond with his lyrical content, whether he's talking about police brutality, whether he's talking about moments in history, and he can say a lot of words in very little words and get that point across. And I mean, again, I just got through talking about hip hop saved my life. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Conversation I had with Leroy Green a while back, man, when he was talking about some of the lyrical pieces that Lupe Fiasco put together, man. The lyrical content is just next level when it comes to Lupe. So I'm going Lupe Fiasco with lyrical content. Impact, cultural impact, I'm going J. Cole. I mean, Cole has impacted a whole generation. Again, being a part of that big three is not because he's just dope. He's culturally impactful. His music has impacted. Him as an artist and his level of success and the way he's presented himself as an artist, he has been the MC that many upcoming MCs want to be. And so, yeah, culturally, and even when we talk about this battle that started, man, like the fact that, him and Drake had that record that kind of pushed things to the forefront, it mattered to that level where it created this energy. So, yeah, that's impact, man. Live performance. I'm gonna go J. Cole again. J. Cole's a great performer. More times than not, when you have somebody with great voice and delivery, it's gonna translate over to this category as well. So more times than not, the voice and delivery winner is probably gonna be able to, edge out that live performance because again, they're able to carry that over from record to live audiences. And seeing him perform full albums on the set or what he's been able to do year after year with Dreamville Festival. Like, he's a great performer. And a live performance, I'm going to go J. Cole with that. Commercial success. I think that's J. Cole. I mean, I don't know if there's too much conversation with that. He's been very, very commercially successful. We've seen the Diamond records. We've seen, these streaming records that he's been able to set even on features and things like that. So commercial success definitely goes to J. Cole. Longevity, I'm gonna go Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco's been very good for a very long time, and it's still putting out quality work and still getting better and better and better as an MC and as a lyricist to the point where he's able to teach lyricism to Ivy League college students. And whenever he's called on to spit, he's there. And whenever he drops a record, drops an album, man, like, Zion record last year, man, like, dope. You know what I'm saying? So the longevity, I think, is gonna go with Lupe, and he doesn't really take a whole lot of breaks either. So, um, I think we're locked up at 5 again. This keeps happening. It's not by design. I think when you get two really dope MCs and qualified MCs in their respected conversation, if you will, you end up like this. So, all right, let's go back over this. Lyrical ability, Lupe Fiasco. Flow and cadence, Lupe Fiasco. Voice and delivery, J. Cole. Songwriting, J. Cole. Catalog, Lupe Fiasco. Lyrical content, Lupe Fiasco. Impact, J. Cole. Live performance, J. Cole. Commercial success, J. Cole. And longevity, Lupe Fiasco. Yeah, we are locked up at 5. Okay, 5 here. I'm going to go to intangible argument. And for me, I'm going to have to give the intangible to the man that made Mural. The man that got in a battle with Royce the 5'9" and was able to recite the diss record that Royce threw at him just hours later, and then respond with a full out intricate diss record as well. 3 of them. And I know Mickey Fax went in there and did his thing against Royce as well, which was crazy. But he shut Royce the 5'9" down for a second, man. And this is the great Royce the 5'9". You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what Royce brings to the table. We know what Royce, he's experienced in the battle realm as well. And Lupe Fiasco, not being known as a battle MC to that degree, when the battle came to him, he responded, and he responded grandiosely. Also, you have that moment in time where Yasin Bey, aka Most Def to many of you, he was calling out, I guess, some MC. I think it might have been Drake. I don't know, but he was quoting LL Cool J said, "Battle anybody. I don't care who you tell." And then Lupe raised his hand and was like, "I'll battle." And then the response from Most Def, Yasin Bey, was, "I don't have time to battle." And so you can't help but think that the skill set of the person that responded had a lot to do with his response right there, right? Lupe is feared in that way. And on the opposite end, if we're talking about with J. Cole, the battle came to him and we see how he responded there. So I'm going to go intangibly with Lupe Fiasco. Neither one of these guys are known as battle MCs, but when the battle came to Lupe, he answered the call as a lyricist does. And I think Lupe strikes that level of fear in MCs as well. So between the two, the intangible category, I'm going to go Lupe Fiasco. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Like, what categories do you think should have went to the other MC? And do you disagree with that intangible argument that I just made? I got Lupe 6-5 over J. Cole. That was very difficult, man. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. Hit like and subscribe, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right?